Good evening, and welcome to Nettleton High School graduation for the class of 2018. Family and friends, please remember that graduation is a ceremony to honor the accomplishments of the graduates and the people who have supported them to this point in their lives. We would ask that you respect this formal ceremony by turning off cell phones and refraining from using noisemakers or yelling. Please stand for the processional and remain standing for the seating of the graduates and the Pledge of Allegiance. Audience, please stand.
Please join us for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may now be seated.
Please pray with me. Dear Lord, as we move out of high school and into the world, give us the strength, guidance, and wisdom. Protect us from the evil one and those who'd wish to harm us. Help us to be successful in whatever we decide to do in the future and be a positive influence in the world. Thank you for what you have done for us so far and what is yet to come. In your sons we pray. Amen.
Good evening, everyone. I would like to extend a warm welcome to parents, families, and friends of the graduates, school board members, administration, teachers and staff of Nettleton Public Schools, and finally, to the graduates themselves. Welcome to the Nettleton High School Class of 2018 graduation ceremony, and congratulations to all of the accomplished seniors here. It's surreal and hard to believe that our graduation is finally here, but we've made it. All of our years in school, all of the hard work we've put in, and all of our experiences together, both good and bad, have brought us here. Though this may be goodbye for many of us, as we part ways to begin our own lives, the memories we've made and the friendships we found will stay with us forever. Each one of us will be leaving here today with a story about friends, about teachers we love, and about who we've become. Our lives together as the class of 2018 have shaped us into who we are today. And when we leave here, we go with a world of endless possibilities before us. This ceremony marks the end of our high school lives, but is the beginning of everything else that comes after. From here on out, we take on the world as graduates. And so it is with the future in mind that I leave you with this quote from Bradley Whitford. Take action. Every story you've ever connected with, every leader you've ever admired, every little thing you've ever accomplished is the result of taking action. You have a choice. You can either be a passive victim of circumstance, or you can be the active hero of your own life. Thank you.
I've been growing and learning with the people in front of me for as far back as I can remember. Of course, some of this was at different intervals of my life, as not everyone went to the same elementary or intermediate schools as I did. The end result was that in addition to learning academically, I was able to learn socially, and therefore learn more about the people around me. Because of this, the most important thing that I was able to learn was that everyone is gifted at something. I wasn't sure how to connect what I wanted to say into something to speak to everyone, but with the knowledge that everyone before me has something special that they excel at, like art, music, sports, academics, and more, it became easy. There's an applicable quote that stood out to me this year that's often credited to Einstein, which states, "Everybody is a genius, but if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will live its whole life believing that it is stupid." It stood out to me both because I found that it reinforced the idea that everyone has something to contribute and that people will be able to see your abilities if you show them, so you can reach your full potential and not be judged in any other way. Over the course of the last year, I've had the same question presented to me repeatedly. What is a hero? What makes a hero? One of the first things that might come to mind is occupations that could be considered heroic, like doctors, firefighters, police officers, and those in military service. They spend their time and skill protecting us and even put their lives on the line to keep communities safe. You might think of heroic characters like those in Marvel and DC Comics who fight the antagonist and keep the constant struggle between good and evil alive in our minds. However, it all comes back to the same central idea, not just of protecting the weak, but of helping others in whatever way you can. Heroism can be seen in all fashions, whether it be widespread or local. Besides volunteering, there are so many other things that you can do that will mean the world to your friends and neighbors, like helping somebody to pay if they're short on money, or even just hearing out someone who needs to talk. You can be a hero to someone, no matter what you do or where your future takes you, simply by doing what you love, and that can inspire even one person in your life to follow your example. The best part is, now that we're graduating, we have even more opportunity than ever to start being active and bettering the community around us. I would like to extend congratulations to all of you for making it this far and accomplishing all that you have, and to wish you happiness and a passion to be active and inspiring to those around you wherever you go.
The fear of growing up is encompassed by the fear of the unknown. It's a basic and brutal fact of life that we don't, and we won't, know how things are going to play out. And we're not promised anything. We like to think that we're in control, and as much as we want to be, let's be honest with ourselves for a second. Plans change. Life inevitably has its ups and downs, and there will be times that we find ourselves afraid of failing, or afraid of putting our faith in someone or something, or maybe just waiting for something good to happen. But whatever it is, it will be challenging. And regardless, it will be over before you know it, and there will be another challenge waiting for you around the corner. And that's the funny thing about adversity. It's the most stable thing you got in life, and it's always there when you don't need it and you don't want it. And in talking about this road before us, I'm not going to fill your head with false promises. We're not naive to struggle. We all go through something, and it's not for the first time, nor will it be the last. We know there will be struggle waiting for us at one point or another in our lives. So the advice I leave you with tonight is this: slow down, take a deep breath, do what you have to do, and always remember to put one foot in front of the other. Don't let things conquer you, because whatever it is that is troubling you, in a few days, weeks, months, and I hate to say it, but it may even take years. Either way, it'll become part of the past for you to look back on, and you will be okay. The choice is yours, and I encourage you to keep going, keep moving, and power through, because again, eventually the pain, the struggle, the heartache, the challenge, it will subside, and it'll become less and less every day because you are, and you will be, taking the necessary steps to move forward. And until then, be patient and don't sell yourself short. Everyone is capable of making the best with the cards that they are given. And I encourage you to at least try to, because nevertheless, the world moves on, with or without you. So whatever you do, do not get caught up in the tug of war that we call daily living. Take action and conquer your battles to become the best version of yourself that you possibly can be, because nobody else will do that for you. Regardless of the moment, savor it. If you're happy, appreciate it. If you're going through something, remember it. Keep your memories with you, safe in your pocket, because one day you will look back at all the life lessons you learned, the achievements, the things and the people that saved you. And I can't promise that you'll look back on all of it with a smile, but I can tell you that you'll become stronger for it. Barring this monotony of worrying and waiting and putting one foot in front of the other, you will be at your finish line. And it is in that moment that you'll be able to truly see and know and learn the person you've become. You'll look back on these things to find that you are so much more capable than you give yourself credit for. But you just have to try. And that's all there is to it. You just have to try.
Let me start off by saying perhaps the most important thing. Thank you. Thank you to all the teachers and the staff who helped me and everyone else here make it to this point today. Thank you to all the students who welcomed me when I first got to Nettleton, to everyone who adopted me as their friend during my 3.5 years here, and to everyone who smiled in the hallway, opened doors, and simply did something to make the world a little bit a better place. Thank you. Thank you to all the family, both of blood and choice, who are here today. Thank you for supporting all of us through our educations, for telling us that we can accomplish our dreams, and for showing us the path that would lead us there. I have to especially thank my parents, because I know that without them, I wouldn't be on this stage today. They have always encouraged me not to only do my best, but to do what's right, and for that, I will be eternally grateful. My sister Tori, because she's an amazingly awesome goofball. My youth pastor, Mr. Jeremiah, because he asked for a shout out, and because he's honestly one of the best pastors I've ever had. And thanks be to God, because without him, I don't know what I'd be. The school asked me to talk about owning your life, like the quote they mentioned earlier. However, I think the key to owning our lives might be recognizing that they're not ours. More than ourselves, we belong to the people around us, the people who have helped mold us, who have loved us, and have spent their time and energy on us. Because of that, our time and energy should go back to them. We shouldn't waste it on ourselves. This is something that I'm not very good at, and truthfully, not something I thought about in great detail before I sat down to write this speech. But if the people around have poured so much of themselves into us, to do anything less than to pour ourselves back into them would be selfish. So today, when we're all going home, or to a graduation party, or to dinner, let's try to remember that though today is a recognition of our hard work and passage out of high school, it's also a celebration of the people who stood behind us. They might be a friend, a teacher, a family member, or someone you just bumped into the hall once who made your day a little bit better. No matter what, though, I doubt that any of us got here completely alone. So let's do something a little contradictory. Let's own our lives. But let's do that by dedicating them to our communities, our world, and the people around us. It doesn't have to be anything grandiose. It can be as simple as one positive word every day. But whatever we choose, let's keep with it and not give up. Let's own our lives. And one last time, thank you all.
Good evening, everyone. We are here to honor the determined and courageous graduating class of 2018, a class that I am proud to be a part of, and I'm so happy to be here tonight to celebrate both our individual accomplishments and class accomplishments. This year was one of the best years for Nettleton athletics. Our football team made history with an 11-2 record, and they went to the semifinals for the first time since 2006. Our basketball teams defeated both Jonesboro teams at home, which I'm still super excited about. It was also a great year for academics at Nettleton. The graduating class of 2018 was offered over $4.1 million worth of scholarships. Now, between you and me, I would like to see another class try and pull all of that off. Tonight, I want to share with you 2 important lessons I learned throughout high school. My parents taught me these 2 lessons about choices. My mom taught me this first lesson. She taught me to never let anyone tear me down. Throughout high school, I had a lot of amazing and unforgettable days. But, like many of you in this crowd, I also had some days that weren't so great. I had unkind words said to me, and I let it affect me. Whenever I had a bad day, my mom would look at me and say, "Are you really going to let someone that doesn't personally know you affect your attitude?" At the time, I just rolled my eyes and told her I wanted her to agree with me. But that question that she asked stuck with me. I realized that nobody was in control of my attitude except myself. So remember, the next time you're in a tough situation, that you have a choice. You can choose how you react to tough situations, and I hope you choose to not let anything negatively affect you. My dad taught me this next lesson. Many of you know my dad as the guy that stands a head taller than everyone else, the guy that always has a cowboy.
At this time, I would like to introduce the members of the Nettleton School Board and the administrators of the Nettleton School District. Mr. Donnie Halge, President. Mr. Lenny Hogan, Vice President. Mr. Mark Belk, Secretary. Mr. Carl Chambers, Board Member. Mr. Harry Harvey, Board Member. Mr. James Donovan, Superintendent. Dr. Karen Kurtner, Assistant Superintendent. Ms. Lacey Baker, Curriculum Director. Ms. Grace Peterson, Curriculum Director. And Mr. Keith Thomas, Assistant Principal. Mr. Halge, ladies and gentlemen, the seniors receiving diplomas today have successfully completed the requirements for graduation from Nettleton High School as determined by the Arkansas State Board of Education and the Nettleton School Board. It is a great pleasure to present the 2018 Nettleton High School senior class for the purpose of awarding diplomas. Honor graduates, please line up. The Honors Diploma was created to recognize those students who have achieved the highest marks in scholarship in high school. The Arkansas State Board of Education and the Nettleton School Board have set requirements that must be met for students to be recognized as honor graduates. These students have met those requirements.
Alexandra Guelas Gibson. Allison Elaine Marie Nichols. Amelia Malvindra Singh. William Irvin Ivy V. Hunter Scott Ruff. Wesley William Ennis Handwork. Amaya Kaylin Westman Forbes. Mayana Lanai Dunn. Samantha Allison Bell. Skylar Michael Bailey. Matthew Adrian Hoting. Elizabeth Cheyenne Marie Fields. Layla Omema Buzihe. Hannah Taylor Morrison. Madison Joe Pamplin. Tiffany Wynn. Jamil and Keela Hudson. Jada Simone Parker. Brian Tyler Gill. Brittany Danielle Martin. Rita Sherelle Reed. Jordan Reese Elder. Kiana May Chandler. Jonathan Wayne White. Elizabeth Michelle Ferguson. Taylor Renee Kiefer. Lauren Elizabeth Arnold. Carrie Dylan Conaway. Mackenzie Devin Dean. Mary Ann Morphus. Jada Michaela Oler. Emma Joy Sarles. Courtney Leanne Arford. Anna Elizabeth King. Ryan Christopher Partee. Jillian Alexis Lewis. Rachel Addison Gage. Madeline Dawn Sexton. Cole Blake Morgan. Joshua Wallace Beardsley. Ryan Michael Aldridge. Ronnie Trey Alexander III. Hanoff Madad Aljadani. Xavier Dwayne Allen. Michael James Andrew Anderson, Jr. Shaquila Andrea Anderson. Zamone Charles Anderson. Ajaminia Monier Bankston. Jason David Belk. Cleotha Lee Bell, Jr. Abril Estrella Beltran. Amanda Berry. Christopher Tyler Bishop. Bailey Cheyenne Booker. Braden Newell Box. Justin Lane Boyles. Austin Jackson Bridger. Alicia Leantoinette Brimlett. Garyon R. Zion Brown. Javon Martinell Brown. Noah Reese Brown. Logan Wayne Bryant. Ariel Jaquay Buchanan. Aaron Page Carpenter. Tina LaShawn Carter. Harrigan Casey. Brinyata Sherelle Clayton. Cornelius Antonio Cleary. Chloe Christina Kaufman. Paul Robert Andrew Kaufman. Tylen Cox. Brandon Keith Crawford. Dylan Cody Cunningham. Walker Clinton Darden. Xavier Donnell Davis. Faith Catherine DeGarro. Justin Dennett. Nakira Caprice Dixon. Leah Lynn Duval. Ashley Nicole Eldridge. Ethan Talmadge Elkins. Kaylee Joe Ferguson. Owen Jacob Finley. Vanessa Flores. Jalen Lachey Forrest. Caitlin Grace Foster. LaQuisha Desiree Fowler. William Todd Freeman. Drew Martell Fryer. Hector Mateo Fuentes. Charlie Santiago Garcia. Alexandria Nicole Gilchrist. Jacoya Glasper. Jacob Lawson Golden. Keandre Jamal Gordon. William Randall Griffin. Greg Emilian Giot Jr. Cameron LaShawn Hampton. Alexandria Gray Harris. Brian J. Harris. DeAndre Mashad Henry. Patrick Jonathan Hilson. Maria Caitlin Corinne Hinton. Hung Viet Ho. Fong Tine Ho. Holland Grace Holmes. Destin Trayvon Hudson. Maya Danielle Island. Davionte Aurelius Jacobs. Demias James. Michaela Danielle Jennings. Christiana Monique Johnson. Kamaria Yvonne Jones. Makila Danielle Jones. William Milton Archie Joyner. DeAndre Rodrell Kilgore. Kaylin Elizabeth Coster. Mariah Latrice Lattimore. Felicia Lawrence. Ava Sharnice Lee. David Eugene Lester. Cayman Jaquan Lewis. Marvin Darrell Lowe. Algene Micah Lubgubin. Kong Yu Luo. Sequoia Simone Lynch. Jordan Reese McDaniel. Nicole Lene McFarland. Balin Lewis Medlin. Paris Antalia Amare Meredith. Lauren Mackenzie Miller. Jacob John Moody. Evan Jordan Moore. Haley Marie Mooring. Travis Cardarius Moten. Brittany Munoz. Ariane Janelle Miles. Terrian Neal. Kiasha Latrice Nelson. Drakari Rashad Nesby. Kevon Marquell Nixon. Jaron J. Northern. Chioma Nzimaro. Jolie Malin Onstead. Ishmael Oriana. Shyam Patel. Caitlin Brianna Patterson. Calviana Lachey Pepper. Robert Michael Perry. Jared Lee Peterson. Chad Austin Petty. Michael Aaron Potter. Chardonnay Ann Preston. Tybriana Rayshawn Preston. Franklin Deshay Privet. Mardario Alexander Markel Randall. Bryant Anthony Rangel. Connor O'Neill Richardson. Caitlin Taisha Devanay Riley. Tierra Janae Roberts. Aaron Malik Robinson. Cedric DeMarcus Jamal Robinson. Deidre Shanice Robinson. Perla Jamili Rojas Hernandez. Ryan Scott Sandborn. Austin Kyle Sanders. Shelby Sego Coble. Brianna Deshay Sharp. Allie Nicole Shaw. Jacob Simmons. Destiny Nicole Smith. Kayla Rose Spanier. Charles Staley. Jeremy Stanton. Seth Wayne Stratton. Alexis Danielle Strickland. Devin Sullivan. Haley Rachel Taylor. Caitlin Brooke Tenorio. Jada Aaron Thomas. Kiara Kashana Thomas. Lamont Wade Thomas. Jonathan Forrest Tisdale. Alexander Ethan Torres. Zachary Alex Tress. Alva Turner. Detavion Michael Turner. Kenneth George Turner, Jr. Megan Michelle Vacco. Jacob Taylor Vaughn. Aaron Wayne Voppel. Ryan James Wade. Luke Henry Wagner. Carl Washington III. Antonisha Donshay Watkins. Ashton James West. Jackson Blake Wheeler. Jashun Corinth White. Jonathan Cole White. Gabrielle Quinn Nicole Whitworth. Shanika Lulu Wiley. Donnell Eddie Williams. Kelia Shamarie Nicole Williams. Spencer Allen Williams. Malik Alonzo Wilson. Marcus Allen Young.
Nettleton High School choir leads us in the alma mater. I'm about to push this in. Will everyone please stand as the Nettleton High School choir leads us in the alma mater?
We ask that the audience please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the 2018 graduating class of Nettleton High School. Will the audience please stay seated for the recessional?